when you put the USB stick in, because of the way that it works, you put it in upside down.
Right.
And you know that little line you've got on the back? It's
Yeah.
so I'll put this in and I leave it. And you see how it's doing this on the lights? And we just wait, the same as before, then it goes ding, 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 ding. That series of lights says what's happened is this has now said information on this ABC has been uploaded onto this, and any information on the ABC that we need to download has been downloaded onto the ABC. I can then take this out and put it somewhere safe. Yeah? Now this is set up to calibrate a PS200, and all I need to do is press the button, open the front, there's a little nozzle. The nozzle slots onto the nozzle on the end. So it goes in, sits back, and I shut the door. The second I shut it, it starts, because this is already switched on. If this was switched off, it would switch the unit on for you, let it start up, let it settle, and then do it. But as it's already switched on, it's doing it now. So what it's going to do now is it's clearing the air through. You'll hear the change in a minute when it starts pulling the gas. Hopefully. Put gas in there. Hear the change?
Yes.
Yeah. So now what it's doing is it's opened the internal pump on the gas, which has opened this valve. See how easy it is to see it working? So you can look at what it's doing as well. So you can see it going into alarm. LEL should be about 50%, 57 actually, at 5 point, around that. 18% oxygen, 500 ppm CO, 50 ppm H2S. It's pretty close, isn't it? So what it's doing now is it's saying, I can read this, I can read this, I can read this. It's a bit high on the CO. So what it's saying is you're reading slightly high, so now we know it's supposed to be 500, so I bring that down to 500 and I make sure it's set at that. So I'm zeroing basically to 500. So it does the gas test, and then it passes the test gas over it again, and then what it does is it sets it to that.
So it's going to set off 4 alarms for 4 sensors. No?
Yes, yeah, it's what it's basically doing is it's making sure that it alarms on every sensor internally, and it makes sure it can also hear the alarm. There is a microphone just here, and these clear lenses here, those are light emitting reactors.
Sensors.
Yeah, so they'll react to these lights going off. If it's not bright enough, if one of these little lights isn't working, it will fail.
Do you have a failed unit to show me?
No, I haven't got a failed unit, unfortunately. So now we've got a green ticking light. Yeah? Yeah? So this will pump for a little bit to extract the air, and that's it. And now,
Charging.
automatic puts it on charge. So you could have been out the room for a couple of hours, come back, and if it's a red cross, you know it's failed. If it's a green cross, you know it's passed. Now, if you're not sure what it's failed on, what we can do is take this out. Get the USB stick again, plug it in upside down. While that's doing that, I'll take this apart, because I'm going to put this away in a minute. And it'll go through the various light sequence you'll see on there.
So it's logging the data into the...
So what it's doing now is it's
USB.
reading it. There we go, done. So what it's done now is it's uploaded that calibration onto that USB stick, and if there was any further information onto that, it's downloaded it. But we know there's no other extra information, so we know that this is uploaded onto here. I can then take this out, okay, and what we'll do is we'll take that back to the computer.